This is a piece I wrote a long time ago. It echoes the thoughts of the first person from the XTRA.art. Great set work, by the way, guys. It's called Living for the Weekend, Searching for an Answer, but what's the question? Waking up far too early, working hard to save up for the holiday which you must take yearly. We work and sweat and live and die to get the check to pay the rent, but even then only barely. So when we pile up junk in our one-room flats, only then do we stop to think that we are merely destined to be amongst the hordes of folk who don the yoke of corporate ghosts, who push our noses to the floor, so they can remove the daggers from behind the cloaks that they just veiled over their suits. For we are the chosen generation, schooled and moulded for the felicitation of our elected leaders. For their altar of capitalism isn't just a tower, it's a cataclysm. But instead of nature, where when the love goes in, the blood stops coming out, here it's only when the blood goes in that the money can come out. Now you may wonder what I'm talking about, so consider this. When they finish killing the middle of the east and further, only then do they bring their thirst back to the middle of the west and closer. Only here they kill not our bodies, and their swords slit not our veins but our souls. Easily, of course, because we've dug out the substance and left only holes, which they fill gleefully with their sweet poison. Stay young, get rich, don't worry about the little people over there. You can always avoid them. So when we send our planes over there and tell you we want peace, we know you'll keep believing us. We keep our secrets close so you'll never know that you're being deceived by us. But I'll tell you that secret that gives us hope and them fear. All it takes for any one of us here to snap out of our trances, face up to reality, stand up to them and take our chances is to ask the question, why are we here? Is there someone watching us, somewhere above us out there? When we die, is there a court of cosmic justice which will justify our prayers and stem our tears? It's because of this I end with a tone of hope combined with sadness, that mankind shall be cured of its long-term madness. That in the end I know when you place your heart between the hands of mercy, in your faith you'll find security and peace that leaves no room for fear. Kind of deciding what to do now. I don't normally have this much time. I'm going to do something else. Normally, when I come up to stage and I spit some deep bars, everyone's like, AB, he's a really wise guy, and that's all he talks about, like deep stuff, deep stuff. But you know what, at heart, I'm actually a love poet. Surprisingly, yes, shocking. So, this is called For What It's Worth. I wrote it there's a sort of tradition, I think a few years ago, a few of my friends got married in succession. And they'd always commission me to write a poem, but I can't write a poem about that kind of stuff in advance, unless I know the people. And often I wouldn't know their other halves. So I'll turn up early, it's an excuse to get more free food. And I'll write at the event. So this is something I wrote in Bracknell, I think in 2015, somewhere back then anyway. So it's called For What It's Worth. They say love is something lost in the sands of time, lost between the folly of the naive and the dejection of the jaded. But and the dejection of the losers, but I say love isn't something faded, it's our hearts, not love's essence that's jaded. For love isn't just a romantic notion, a twin phoenix that ignites both genders in its flame. It's not the insanity that the poets or entertainers have weaved into a money-spinning game, emptying the masses' pockets in entrapment to an idol called fame. They say love and marriage go together like a horse and carriage. I say you can't know what it is to be a man until you're married, for you're only living half of what you could be. How could you know what life is until you know what love is? Love God with all your heart. Read until your heart is ripped apart. Love until you imbibe within you the fortitude to be the paragon of the husband that's been laid out in what you read. So see, lover, up until now, I've told you everything that love is, but nothing about what love is. I guess that's a topic so vast that it's lost in the poet's pen. It's etched across the history of stars and into the hearts of men. See what love is? Where do I start? Where do I start? It's something that is not found in the passionate embrace when two lovers meet, but in the embers left over from the bonfire lit when their two hearts entwine. Love is what you make it, lover. So love, love, and guess what, lover? Love may just love you back too. See, what love really is something that starts with your heart and then speaks loud, tall, proud, and true. And loving someone is easy until you found out that they love you too. Hold your love close and it will be yours forever. A treasure from paradise on earth. There's no price to what it's worth. For what love is, I say, and for what it's worth, it's a gift from God, pure and simple. So in conclusion, and I don't mean to be rude, let's carry on. This could be good, right? So let's go for one last one. I know it's a bizarre ending. There was something else there. I confess, there you go, this is more of a traditional love poem. I confess, I've loved other women, but without expectation. Only your love has for me passed the test of time and passion, anger and fashion. At points when I didn't want to go on, you were a reason to live. The noose was kept at bay, even if only for a day. I confess, I've been in love with other women, and a few times they've even loved me back, but no one like you. I'm blessed to have you as the mother of my children. I love that you love me, so much you care. I remember how you cried when I boarded the flight. I confessed if it didn't seem unmasculine, I would have cried through. I love you, I confess, and I confess to all of you, I know that your love is true. So I won't end this poem by asking the redundant rhetorical question, do you love me too? Instead, I'll just request, please, love me like only you can love me. For I confess, our love is a paradox, super logical madness, darkness in the light, naughty but right, old yet new. I confess, an undefined circular path, and a manifesting spirit both out of and without a past. A curious beast is the love between you and me. Thank you very much.